Dear students, this is today I will discuss about the speaking test, which includes structure, strategies, and practice. Totally a complete guide to English speaking assessment. Now come to the point. First of all, what is a speaking test? A speaking test assesses your spoken English communication. And what is the purpose of a speaking test? And in the speaking test, the examiner will test your fluency, pronunciation, vocabulary, grammar, and coherence. What you have earned, what you can do, just you will be tested by the examiner. And normally it is used in Ielts, TOEFL schools, jobs, universities, and other multinational companies. Now come to the part 3. Test format. Ielts style example. I will give you the example of Ielts style, and this is the test format. And in the test format of speaking test, it includes total time 11 to 14 minutes, and there are 3 parts of the speaking test. Part 1, introduction, 4 to 5 minutes, and you will be asked basic questions in the part 1. In the part 2, you will be asked cue card for 3 or 4 minutes, and it can be subject to speak on a topic. Part 3, discussion, deep conversation. It includes part 2. You asked in the part 2, you will give your opinion, justify your answers in the part 3. I think you have understood. Now come to the part 4. Part 1, introduction and interview. In the part 1, you will be asked just normal questions in your daily life, and topics may be family, hometown, study, work, hobbies, and tips. I will give you some tips that be clear, use varied vocabulary, relax, and you have to be relaxed. Example, what do you do? And your answer can be, I am a student at XYZ college studying computer science. Now I will discuss part 2. In the part 2, it includes cue card or long term. Cue card, it means it can be 4 or 5 minutes to tell the exam. The exam will be 4 or 5 minutes in total. And when you will be asked in types of questions, you have 1 minute to prepare. You can write, you can think. This time contains 1 minute to prepare, and you have also 2 minutes to speak about the topics what you have taught. Example, describe a place you visited and liked. Follow bullet points on the card. Bullet points. You have to imagine what are the bullet points. What are the main points in this cue card? What I am asked by the examiner, you have to think. Use storytelling structure and past tense. You have to use past tense carefully. Sometimes anyone can use past tense in the wrong way, but you have to think, you have to imagine, and you have to speak freely. And the part 3, two-way discussion. What you have discussed in the part 2, you will just justify and verify your answer in the part 3, and you will give your opinions. Analytical questions based on part 2 topic. This is the main point. It comes from the part 2. I think you have understood. And now, express opinions, justify answers, give examples. Okay. Now use complex structures, although, however, etc. You can use these types of words, and it will be very helpful for you. Now assessment criteria: fluency and coherence. You have to stay fluency and coherence to speak. Lexical resources, vocabulary. Sometimes you will use different types of vocabulary. Normally we know the vocabulary which is easy, but you can use the complex, not complex, informal. Sometimes you will use the informal, which will be the perfect to describe your story. Grammatical range and accuracy, pronunciation, intonation, stress, clarity. Common mistakes to avoid. Sometimes we do common mistakes in the IELTS speaking test. You have to memorize this. One, memorizing answers. You do not need to memorizing your answers. Always you think that you have to think, you have to imagine, and then you will speak the whole story freely. Don't need to memorizing your answers that I memorized this type of question like this. You can describe, and it will not be helpful for you. And speaking too fast or too slow, this point to be noted. You don't need to speak too fast or you don't need to speak too slow. You just speak normally, formal, normally, that you can express your opinion. Repeating the same words, do not need the repeat the same words. One word answer, do not give the one word answer. Always you will add 2 words or 3 words to give your answer. Practice real topics, expand vocabulary, avoid fillers like these types of words should be avoided. Like this. I think you have understood. Practice strategies. Daily practice 5-minute speech. You will speak 5 minutes with your partner or with your friend, or in front of the mirror like you. A partner practice mock interviews and use app. You can use apps. There are different types of apps which can help calmly else I speak. A sample topics, favorite movie, aerial vacation, an inspiring person. It can be. A final tips: be confident and natural. Don't worry about accents. Speak clearly. Avoid long pauses. At this point, should be noted carefully. Don't take long pauses. Just take a break, which is small, not a long pauses. And always you will try to speak clearly. You have to speak clearly. If you speak also for no, you have to speak clearly. Do not take long pauses. Always avoid this and listen carefully and enjoy the test. At this point is very important for you to give the test. Listen carefully when the examiner tells something. You have to listen carefully what he asked, what he told. You have to listen carefully and then enjoy the test. Most important part of total IELTS test, enjoy the test. Always you have to memorize that this test you will enjoy. This is not for dying, not for a panic. And then okay. Now with your turn, any questions or thoughts, you can